I want you to picture this. It is a Tuesday morning in the year 2035. You walk out to your mailbox, you grab the mail, and you see an official envelope from the Social Security Administration. You've been retired for a few years now. You rely on that deposit hitting your account every month to cover the mortgage, the electric bill, and your prescriptions. You open the letter. It doesn't say your payment is late. It doesn't say there was a computer error. It says that effective immediately, your monthly benefit has been permanently reduced by 21%. If you were getting $2,000, you are now getting $1,580. If you were getting $3,000, you are now getting $2,370. Overnight, hundreds of dollars gone. This is not a fear-mongering movie plot. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is the mathematical reality projected by the Social Security Board of Trustees if Congress does absolutely nothing between now and roughly 2035. We are staring down the barrel of a solvency crisis that threatens to push millions of seniors from comfortable into poverty. But here is the good news. We still have time, just barely. In the next 30 minutes, I am going to walk you through exactly what running out of money actually means, because it's not what you think. We are going to look at the 3 specific fixes politicians are whispering about behind closed doors. And most importantly, I'm going to give you a 2035 survival plan. Specific financial moves you can make right now to ensure that if the government drops the ball, you don't drop your standard of living. Do not skip ahead. This is the most important financial video you will watch this year. Let's get to work. Welcome to the channel. This is where we strip away the jargon and get straight to the reality of your retirement money. If you are new here, my goal is simple: to help you build a retirement that is bomb-proof, regardless of what the economy or the government throws at you. If you are retired, about to retire, or you have parents who depend on Social Security, this conversation is mandatory. Please take a second to hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this warning to more seniors who need to see it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join the community. We are building the smartest group of retirees on the internet. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. You see the headlines every few months. Social Security is going broke. The trust fund is empty. Is that true? Yes and no. The phrase going broke suggests the money disappears completely. That is false. But the phrase running out of reserves is 100% true. To understand how to protect yourself, you first have to understand how the machine actually works. I want you to visualize Social Security like a giant bathtub. For decades, the water flowing into the tub, that's the payroll taxes taken out of your check, was flowing faster than the water draining out to pay retirees. Because more was coming in than going out, the level rose. The government took that extra water and stored it in a reserve tank. That tank is the trust fund. Specifically, the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund. But things changed. Starting around 2010, the dynamic shifted. Suddenly, we had more people retiring, the drain got bigger, and birth rates slowed down, the faucet slowed down. Today, Social Security pays out more in benefits than it collects in taxes. To make up the difference, the Social Security Administration has to siphon money out of that reserve tank every single month just to send you your full check. Here is the problem. That reserve tank is finite. It has roughly $2.6 trillion in it, give or take. That sounds like a lot, but when you are paying out benefits to 67 million Americans, it burns fast. According to the latest trustees report, that tank is projected to hit zero somewhere around 2033 to 2035. Now, here is the crucial part that most people get wrong. When the tank hits zero, the program does not stop. Remember the faucet? Workers are still going to work. Payroll taxes are still being collected. Money is still flowing in. However, because the savings account is empty, the program can only pay out what comes in from the faucet. The government's own actuaries estimate that the faucet money alone is enough to cover about 79% to 83% of promised benefits. Federal law prevents Social Security from borrowing money or deficit spending. It cannot print money. It can only pay what it has. So, automatically by law, if the trust fund hits $0, every check sent out must be cut to match the income. That is the cliff. It's not a bankruptcy. It's an automatic across-the-board pay cut of roughly 21%. You might be asking, how did the government let this happen? Did they steal the money? That's a common belief. People say, politicians raided the lockbox. While politicians certainly borrowed from the surplus to fund other parts of the government, leaving behind IOUs called treasury bonds, the real driver of this crisis is simply demographics. It's math. We are facing a silver tsunami. Force number 1, the baby boomers. Between 1946 and 1964, America had a population explosion. Those babies are now 60 to 78 years old. They are all moving from the paying in side of the ledger to the taking out side of the ledger at the exact same time. Roughly 10,000 boomers retire every single day. Force number 2, the worker to beneficiary ratio. This is the scariest number. In 1945, there were roughly 42 workers paying taxes for every one person collecting a check. The burden was light. By 1975, that dropped to 3.2 workers per retiree. Today, it's roughly 2.7. By 2035, it is projected to drop to 2.3. You simply cannot support a system designed in the 1930s when you only have 2 people paying for every one person collecting, especially when we are living so much longer. Force number 3, longevity. When Social Security was created, the life expectancy was significantly lower. The system was designed to support you for maybe 10 or 12 years. Now, it is common for people to draw a check for 25 or 30 years. We are asking a system built for the demographics of 1940 to function in the reality of 2035. The math just doesn't work anymore. So, let's go back to that 21% cut. Who does it hurt the most? If you are Warren Buffett, a Social Security cut is a rounding error you won't even notice. But for the vast majority of Americans, this is catastrophic. Group 1, the Reliance class. According to the SSA, about 50% of seniors rely on Social Security for at least half of their income. For 1 in 4 seniors, it provides 90% of their income. If you are in this group, a 20% cut means you lose your food budget. It means you stop taking half your pills to save money. It pushes you below the poverty line instantly. Group 2, the near retirees, Gen X. If you are 55 right now, you are in the danger zone. You have planned your whole life expecting this money. You don't have enough time left to double your savings to make up for the shortfall. If the cut happens in 2035, you will be roughly 65 or 66, right when you need the money most. And we have to talk about the means-tested impact. If the solution involves cutting benefits for wealthier retirees, many people who did the right thing, who saved diligently and built a 401k, might find themselves punished for it. We'll talk about that in the fixes section next. Now, I want to be clear, I do not believe Congress will let the full 21% cut happen. Why? Because old people vote. If 67 million seniors suddenly lost 20% of their income, every politician in Washington would be voted out in the next cycle. So they will fix it. But the fix is going to be painful in other ways. Here are the 3 levers they can pull. Lever number 1, raise the taxes. Right now, you pay 6.2% payroll tax, but only on the first $168,600 of income. That number adjusts yearly. If you make $1 million a year, you stop paying Social Security tax in February. The most popular proposal? Scrap the cap. Make high earners pay Social Security tax on all their earnings. Pros: it brings in a ton of money. Cons: it's a huge tax hike on high earners and small business owners, and generally, these people don't get extra benefits for those extra taxes. Lever number 2, raise the retirement age. We already moved the full retirement age from 65 to 67. There is talk of moving it to 69 or even 70 for anyone currently under the age of 50. This is a stealth cut. They aren't lowering the dollar amount, but they are forcing you to wait longer to get it, which means they pay you for fewer years total. Lever number 3, means testing. This is the one that should worry you if you have a 401k. Congress could decide that if you have, say, $50,000 a year in private investment income, you don't need your full Social Security check. They could reduce your benefit based on your wealth. This changes Social Security from an earned right into a welfare program. It's politically dangerous, but it's on the table. Okay, we've admired the problem. Now, let's talk about the solution. You cannot control Congress. but you can control your own household. I want you to do a Social Security stress test this weekend. Here is how you do it. Step 1. Log into ssa.gov and get your estimated benefit amount. Let's say it's $2,500. Step 2. Multiply that number by 0.79. That's a 21% cut. So, $2,500 becomes roughly $1,975. Step 3. Look at your budget. Can you survive on that $1,975? If the answer is no, you have a gap. You have 10 years to fill that gap. Here is how you fill the gap. 1. Delay. Claiming. If you can wait until 70 to claim, you increase your benefit by roughly 24% compared to age 66. That extra padding acts as insurance against a future government cut. 2. Roth conversions. Taxes will likely go up to pay for this mess. Getting money into a Roth IRA now protects you from future tax hikes. 3. Debt elimination. If you enter retirement with a mortgage, you are vulnerable. If you pay off the house, you can survive a 20% income cut much easier because your fixed costs are lower. The goal is to build a retirement plan where Social Security is the cherry on top, not the whole sundae. If the government pays you in full, great. If they cut it by 20%, you're still okay because you built a fortress of other income streams. In 2035, the math hits the wall. We don't know exactly which fix Congress will pick. Maybe they raise taxes. Maybe they raise the age. Maybe they print money and cause inflation. But we know the current path is impossible. Don't be the person who opens that letter in 2035 and panics. Be the person who prepared today. If this deep dive was helpful, I need you to share this video with your family. This isn't just about you, it's about your kids and grandkids who are paying into this system. I'm Walter, and I'll see you in the next video.